You pull that shit out your vest.
Don't worry about
like
this.
A secret pocket on
Look
the
about this, yeah. You gonna be pulling dicks out your ass in jail. Wait a minute.
Yes, sir. You lucky you don't like violence, nigga. You a black man.
I preach it.
I don't have time for this. Show him the tape.
Bro. Hold on. Nah,
Tub,
Go back. Hold on.
Tub, this
Wait a minute,
the
I
right
thought-
video?
I thought that was Buddy. That ain't Buddy?
Which eye you look at?
This, so the date, hold on, let me look. Go turn back.
Yeah, this was captured on a security camera. The realtor walks outside, leaving this man alone in the house. Well, he walks out of frame there, comes back in with something in his jacket.
Damn. I would try. So what happened when I was driving when they said it to me?
He's Chinese, bro.
He's Asian. Fucking racist.
Yeah, say Asian. Pacific Islander month.
Or
nigga.
Oriental works. Like the rub.
That's a yang, bro. That ain't me, bro.
Anyway, since we got you here,
since you here,
you gonna have to pay us some taxes, big
yeah,
dog.
you think you just about to get out of here?
You think you just gonna push us out through the streets?
So y'all drag me down here to show me a video of some Chinese dudes.
We didn't drag you. First of all, we handcuffed you, put you in the car, and drove you down here. Don't say drag on the camera like, you know what I'm saying? How they be trying to get us.
You real polite.
Hey, better us than the police, nigga.
Who the fuck is
We 12 and fuck, nigga. Fuck you just talking about, nigga? Police do police work. We do 12 work, nigga.
Yeah, nigga. Speaking of 12 work, we gonna be about it. I got 3-5 to get out of here, though.
A 3-5 to get out of here.
Plus 2-3-5.
A 7 to get out of here.
Of pressure. And it better not be the shit. I think it's this one. This the blunt. This the one. I think this the one that I took this because y'all had
A
2
7
bags.
to get out of here.
Yeah.
I ain't got 2 bags out your bag.
Every day.
Yeah. We need to see you every day too. Or you going to jail. You going to jail as fuck. Boom, boom.
Don't 12 it for
Boom, boom.
12 it for
Boom, boom.
12 it for
These academic challenges where all these kids would go.
You mean like a quiz bowl?
Yeah.
They laughed at me when I said I was on the middle school. I was a reserve on the middle school quiz bowl team.
So you could come from another school and be on the honor roll, and then come to our school and easily start failing because the curriculum was
It was
hard.
on y'all ass.
So this shit was ridiculous.
It was on it.
So it was a bunch of smart folks at the school.
Smart Houston, smart drug dealers is what you telling me.
Oh, niggas good. Ain't no dumb drug dealers.
I mean,
Nigga gotta be good at math.
yeah,
and
math,
chemistry.
and you gotta have a good memory.
He's saying chemistry.
That's a fact.
Yeah. And I don't know the whole periodic table, but I do know how to boil water, and when I put this in it and that in it, nigga, it's gonna come back.
It turned into a jogging suit.
This temperature turned this into a track
Make a tracksuit, nigga.
Oh man, came in early this morning, man. Appreciate you pulling up on the Culture show.
Oh man, I couldn't come in town and not. I told Ron I was coming. He said we'll try to figure it out because y'all shoot on Wednesdays.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter, man. Yeah, man. I told old girl I'll be right back. She was like, "What about lunch?" I was like, "You gonna figure it out?
I think you gonna live.
You gonna figure it out? Crack one of them eggs in there.
Look,
fold you up an omelet." What about lunch?
It sounded like her hand was like this.
I don't know. I wasn't looking.
What about lunch?
I was put the alarm on so she can't leave.
Man,
That's funny.
She that tried on your hoodie.
he put the alarm on. She
I can show you right now. Going pacing around the house trying to figure out how to get out.
She like this. She looking in the refrigerator like, oh my god.
I'll text her, stay low so you don't trip the wire.
Lady can't even look out in the window.
Stay low, don't trip the wire.
Car right there, can't even get to it. He got 2 set of keys. He got both. He took the lady keys too. Oh, I forgot I had your keys in my hand.
Oh damn, you can't go nowhere.
I just put it on my chain. So
Got your phone too.
Damn.
What you got going on in the A, man? What you here for?
Man, just to do a little press. Really, this is what I'm here for. I came to see y'all.
Come on, man.
That's what I wanted him to say on camera.
85 South.
Right, cut that out.
game.
My niggas, what time? 85.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And I'm doing another podcast, some white people's podcast.
All right, cut that out for real.
My
WPP.
agency always find some Caucasian to splash me on. they gonna find it, man, because you in this day and age you have to. It was interesting, man. I got off the plane today, and the owner of what's that, Uptown,
Oh,
Angelo?
was on the show, Black Guy.
Mm-hmm. That little afro.
Yeah, he was on the plane, and we spoke. I didn't know who he was, and he was like, "Yo, man, we got you over at I got you coming over to Uptown." I said, "Man, you the second person talking about you got me coming somewhere.
I got you coming.
Ain't nobody got me coming nowhere."
Like got swung on here.
They
Yeah,
asked
with
me,
that Atlanta shit, nigga.
yeah, they asked me did I want to come, and I said, yeah, I'm cool with it, but I said, man, I'm only coming because you're a black establishment. And I real live don't mess with low grade ass black establishment. I just don't. I'm not in that space where I'm coming to these clubs, messing with these clubs just on the strength of doing it, because I think that nobody's saying this to these black clubs, that we'll say it to each other, but we won't say it to them. Hey, man, I'm not here to sell your goddamn liquor and your chicken wings, man. I'm here to actually work this craft. And I think with black comedy clubs for so long, we so happy to have some sort of space, but not looking at the business and the craft of it, of having upward momentum of coming to the building. Why am I coming to your building just to make you money? What, you trying to keep me here forever? What is the upward? What is the catapult from here for me to even increase your club?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the only headliners and the only stars are the ones that's coming from out of town, or the people that's been there. Man, if I come to your club, what is the benefit of being here? Right. What else is going on in the comedy world that you're connected to that I can't get connected to because being in your class? And I explained to him the reason why the improv is so important to me. Like it took the place of Just Joking, which is the black comedy club where I started at, Just Joking. I got some jewels there. Then when they closed down, it was Spellbinders, and the improv came. The improv would call me when things were happening in the comedy industry. Hey, Comedy Central's doing a competition. They it's coming through our club. We want you to be here.
Right.
Montreal is doing auditions. We want you to be here. These people are doing this. We want you to be here. We got these corporate gigs in the daytime that we can have you play for Xfinity or for the Texans or all this other, get me in other spaces that I couldn't get myself into. That's building a relationship with me, and that's building my brand up with the power you're building, versus me just coming to your building, you paper in the room, or you selling some tickets, you selling your liquor, getting your money, or you using me for the fallout dates. Hey man, Chappelle can't make it. Shit, we got time to fly somebody in. Who's in town? You know. But what are we gaining? And I don't think that we demanded anything from it. We're not even asking anything from it. We always talk about unifying and being a union. Most of us don't have health care and all this other shit that we don't have. Niggas dating women just because being in relationships with people because they got health care, so you can be on their shit, so you can do what you doing. But what are we as a comedy community asking or demanding? We demanding to be in their buildings. Like some people think they buildings are the end all, be all. And we talking about certain buildings. Man, it is a lot of comedy brands out here.
And right. It's no longer brick and mortar no more. Like it don't gotta be come to your building. The motherfuckers is popping up at a motherfucking cookie shop with some seats in it. Niggas don't care no more. It's like after the pandemic, niggas is figuring out their community and figuring out who they supposed to be around. And yeah, that's been working too. But like you said, you should be connected to the community and some other shit as opposed to selling chicken wings. But it's either this club, it's either them or Jerry Heller to me.
Right. I'm glad you even said that because I feel that's where I'm at in my career, where I'm stuck at with the black clubs. I'll go and I'll sell a black club out, for the weekend or 2 or 3 days or whatever, and then I have to start all the way back over with the next black club. You know what I'm saying? Like starting back over to prove myself or whatever it is. It's never like, all right, you came here, you did this thing. I'm gonna call this black club.
You know why?
This black club.
You know why? Because it's not like they're not in the structure. Everybody's on their independent island.
There's no network.
So with the lighter hue, what they do is this, because they all connected to each other's clubs.
Right.
They all helping each other,
Right.
and they know who's coming. And then they get on the phone every Monday. Yeah. So comics, stop trying to reach out to comedy club people on Mondays. It really pisses them off. Like, we got business to do on Monday. Don't call when we just came out of a weekend. We trying to figure out and then like, yo, who y'all had this weekend? Oh man, we had Ronnie. Oh man, Ronnie was great this weekend. And they talk about how you left the green room, how you treated the staff, how you was in the club. All of this shit is a conversation on how you were that weekend in the club. Oh, we got him coming this weekend. They do all of that shit.
The improv.
It's like this is what people do, and they don't realize it. It's what I call the NFL owners. There's no other title behind it. The NFL owners. You are Dallas. You Philadelphia Giants. You KC. We all hate each other. All our fans hate each other.
Right.
All our fans hate each other. The whole cities hate each other. Mm-hmm. But this is what all of us are. We're having a conversation, and we in some remote island, and saying shit like, "Your wife and my wife are getting on my goddamn nerves."
Your wife and my wife.
Because they families in the back playing, having a good time.
Yep.
And they talking like, what jerseys are we selling this weekend? He wants it. Yeah. Dallas wants these big ass numbers. What do you think? Oh, Kansas City, I'm not doing it. Ronnie's wife is getting on my goddamn nerves this week.
Have you tried this cookie?
They talk to each other.
Right.
These people are friends.
They're friends.
These people, families go to school and just together. They do the same shit. And they come out with a jersey to sell y'all ass to be mad about every year. And what's the new uniform gonna look like? And they have the fans riled up against each other. Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying? They making phone calls about, you're an asshole. You know I only like champagne in my skybox. What is all this bourbon?
What is all this bourbon? You're an asshole. You're an asshole.
They doing shit.
Yeah, I'm sure they play the fart game and all kind of dumb shit.
But the Comedy Zone and the Improv, they definitely have, you know what I'm saying, that talk on Mondays. But the black clubs, they trying to figure it out and get the wrong.
They're trying to stay afloat, man.
Trying to stay afloat. They got the wrong sign up at home.
But you don't have to if you. And I'm gonna say this: he took our conversation very well. Usually, people are very. He's that.
Oh, so you told all this to Angela?
Yeah, see, that's why I'm gonna tell her. I'm like this. I'm gonna tell you so you can correct whatever, or you can. But even if you understand, I personally don't have to come nowhere. And I explained to him why, and he was like, "Oh shit, that makes perfect sense. I can actually sit in Texas and not move for the year." And like during the pandemic, I was straight.
You was the first club quarantine, the first comedy club quarantine. Like book the show. You come in here at 7:00 tonight. You got a DJ. Here go these niggas. All right, you go. Here go your Cash App. Y'all load him up. You go. The format of what the pandemic comedy was. I remember because every time I talk to your live, your ass was pulling out. Hey, Ronnie Jordan, I bought the screen. And you was building that shit in real time. Yeah. I went back up to the store. Got another camera, goddammit. Got 2 of them. And, got this little stream thing and a switch. So you got to get you a switchboard. Like
He was getting ahead.
he was doing it in real time and teaching it at the same time. And had a DJ.
DJ needed a place too. Everybody
The
needed a place.
DJ was
Everybody
going. He
needed a
still
home,
go crazy.
man.
I still follow him. He go crazy.
I still follow him.
We just try to make the best way you can, because you're a creative mind. Just like whatever you do, you're a comic and you're so creative. And the only thing that irritates me about comic when I see a bunch of comics doing the same thing, like doing all the exact, like if I see Ronnie doing it, Ronnie's doing it. I don't want to do a version of what Ronnie's doing. I want
You better get out of Atlanta quick.
and that's the
Boy, they done took my haircut and all kind of shit. Like niggas done took my sauce and watered it, put some water in and Sprite in it.
That's
Nigga.
what goes down.
it's a thing that we, man. It's like, say I have a copper bracelet. I see my brother with the bracelet, and I have a copper bracelet. I'm gonna wear mine with my little bracelet and my little copper ring. I'm not gonna wear it with a bead. Look, nigga, matching rings, nigga.
Man.
Nigga, my shit different. My shit different than yours, nigga. My bead's burgundy.
Can't wait to match up. Right.
That's the, it's a thing. But they gon', if it's dope, they gonna do it.
Fair.
But I think it's the not giving homage to where it came from thing to
That's
me.
the thing. Like Usher, Chris Brown got to stop saying Usher name. Stop. You got to stop. You got to stop.
What you mean?
I'm saying not giving homage to where it came from. There's no Chris Brown without Usher at all.
And
At all.
Oh,
Period.
he don't pay homage. He be
now,
He pays homage, but they keep trying to force him to talk about it, and he's like, that's the homie, but he kind of looking like, what's up? Like, no, buddy, that Tiny Desk was a brush up against y'all folk. He didn't really get into the shit.
I thought about verses. That would be a hell of a verses though.
We don't know all
Usher.
Chris Brown songs like that. Usher songs is like moments.
Usher.
yeah.
We are old.
But see,
Yeah,
now
Chris
Young
Chris
people
Brown
know
do
all
got
Chris Brown. He got some songs.
that's what I'm saying.
a catalog.
And I hate to say
A
this.
lot of them you don't know.
I hate to say this. I know all that Chris Brown shit
I'm-
because this young boy, because he was like Usher to me. They
Yeah.
both
It was crazy.
Young, Usher was young when he came out, and so I said, "Oh, this little young boy doing his thing." Then I saw this Chris Breezy though be making them nasty little ass hits, and I said,
He do.
and he reminded
He got
me
a
more of Mike
long
than
list
Usher.
of 'em,
But
too.
it's the thing,
He's amazing.
I've already done it myself.
You did the Chris Brown's versus Usher list?
Yes, I already went on.
He got a DJ. He told you
Man,
that.
I have laid this shit out. I'm like, because he come with this. Oh shit, Usher gonna come with that. You know what I'm saying? I've done this on my own. If you're on the computer and found all of us, it's easy to do. All you gotta do is put in Usher greatest hits, Chris Brown greatest hits, and then you start lining it up. You like,
Yeah, Chris
that shit say
Chris got some
64?
shit.
when it Usher, you go on Usher, it's gonna say 64. And when you go on the Chris Brown, it's gonna say 62. You can like say, man.
That would probably be the closest one we probably would ever see. Like, but versus is not. Versus is a game of strategy. Like versus is the song.
Yeah, they're both amazing
Let me tell you
performers
something.
too.
I'm talking about it's about what you play and retort to
Yeah.
that. It's about the moments in between that shit.
Chris got him. Chris and Usher, it'll be crazy. But
It'll
let
be-
me tell you, who gon' it's a sleeper cell out there that they don't want it with. It's 2 sleeper cells out there. See, Maxwell really not a sleeper cell. Anybody like, yo, that's Maxwell. But it's
D'Angelo was supposed to go against Maxwell. Then they made it his own version by himself, his own concert.
he didn't need it. But it's the sleeper cell who they wanted with, and I'm betting on him too. As soon as anybody wanted with him, Joe.
They say his name is gonna be some shit.
Joe got them. I've already looked up the catalog.
Already laid it
Joe
out.
ready for that ass.
But Joe versus who?
Let me tell you something. Joe got so many
What about
hits.
Tank?
that they can take Tank
Tank ain't
Case.
got enough.
And Genuine.
They can take
Case ain't got enough.
Case.
either.
They can
Genuine
take
got
Case.
some shit though.
They can take Darnell Jones, and they can take Dave Hollister and put all 4 of them niggas together and go against Joe, and he gonna be still hitting their ass with them. Go ahead, nigga, go play it one of your little Jones.
That's a good. That's
I like
that's
to
a good
know,
little group you just put
like-
together though.
He can take on all
Dave
4.
Hollister, Donnell Jones,
He
and,
take on all
and
niggas
Case.
concert.
Yeah, like
Each one of
them niggas need to get together.
Each one of them niggas got 4 hits apiece, and that nigga Joe sitting there like, nigga, go ahead, nigga. 'Cause I got like 6, I got like
What
17
about Brian
these.
McKnight versus Joe?
Nah, Brian's too slow, and Brian went against whatchamacallit already.
He had one.
I think Brian went against
Didn't he go
somebody.
against- Was it on live when it was on live or something on IG?
Yeah, I think Brian. You
missed
can
that.
look it up. I think Brian McKnight
Yahoo
went.
versus. Hey,
Yeah.
hold on real quick, man. Let them know where we at real quick.
Oh shit, we ain't start. More than MoreThanCULTR is the brand. This is the MoreThanCULTR show. Kamal, the Secret Genius.
Reemo Rod. Tyler Chronicles.
Ronnie Jordan, man. We got the OG in here, man. He just dropped a comedy special. This is his second comedy special this year.
Hold on. It ain't just a comedy special. Go ahead, run that
It
back.
is-
Say it again.
Yeah, he dropped one of the coldest comedy specials
There we go.
out right
Sheesh.
now. That's on everybody who out. He might be the number
One
one.
of the coldest comedy special. I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off.
Yeah.
But like ever though, not just
Nah,
out now.
yeah.
Like
I'm talking
ever.
about the replay value on this shit
replay is
is
hard.
is amazing.
Just the
I've-
fact that you can
I
replay,
watched I watched it 4 times.
Even the fact
Yeah.
that you can replay.
My
a
parents
set
watch.
that
I
you
caught
know,
my mama
listen,
watching that.
I caught my mama
Like
watching
2
it.
times.
Watch it.
No, she said I'm sorry. She cut mine on immediately.
Not now.
I was like, I caught my mama watching two times.
No. We'll get back. We'll get to it. But I just got questions about that special because it was amazing.
No, because when we did the unprotected sets, they called me probably 8 days before that. You got out? Yeah. I at least said, yeah, it's a bag, but I'm gonna drop another one. I said, okay, I'm over to get my mind together for this one. He said, I got another one I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like it was so light. I was like, ooh, this
Killed
nigga
that
cooking.
too.
He killed, but your unprotected, predicted, like it was a lead in to
What you about
Domino
to see?
Effect. So
Yeah, man. Fucking
is it all laid out like that? Do you have?
Ali
like, your
Siddiq,
next-
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. He didn't say his name.
This
Sorry.
was
Yeah.
We
sorry.
we
My
fumbling
man's definitely
we
know
fumbling
what
through
you
this
know.
shit. Yeah.
Protocol.
But the
Say
white
that,
boys
say
be
that.
walking straight up to you. They basically got on boots. That's
It's
one of the
crazy.
Doing
most replayed
cartoons
jokes,
of it on
man.
YouTube and everything.
Yeah, man. What was the name of that special you did inside of a prison?
Oh, bigger than these bars. Yeah, that was
You
it.
got like moments. I think you're very underrated, brother. I think it's coming, but I think your catalog is rivaling the top people that they fuck with.
You know it's ironic that you say what you just said. You've been knowing me a long time, right? You know how I am about with the craft. I don't say certain things because I know how other people feel about other people. So I was watching Dave Chappelle had this thing that he said that there'll never be another person close to him and this and third. And I thought about it. And when I lay something out, I lay it out and I'm fair on everything. I went and I laid out.
Same way you did with Chris Brown and Usher.
I laid that shit out. I lined that shit up. I was like, ooh, this nigga Usher do this one, nigga. Confessions. Boy, I was like, I'm like, I kept thinking, what is Chris gonna do with confessions?
He gotta play deuces after confessions.
Yeah, man, he got so many. It's crazy.
Watch this.
So him and Tiger mixtape by itself.
Hold
was
on,
going
right?
crazy.
I need this.
When I line something up, I looked at Raw, and I asked myself, like, what did it mean to me? Did it mean something to me as of even right now? Like I looked at Saturday Uptown Saturday Live from Sunset Strip, which I know by heart. I know Don Rickles, but like I know so many layers of comedy about, and I was like, man, what special has somebody done that's so personal that I would connect years later? Like, yo, this is
Timeless.
like even when I watched Himself, which is like it's the top tier to me.
Storytelling, especially.
What did Bill connect with me that was timeless in it? I looked at The Closer, I looked at Tambourine, you know, and I went back through Martin, and I looked at Domino Effect, and I'm looking at it like this is not me. I'm looking at what am I connecting with, and what's the storyline in this? I'm like, if I'm just a normal human being, and I'm a person just on my individual journey, my special would resonate more than any of them to me, because it's I'm taking somebody through my life. I'm starting at 10 and just walking you up to 15, giving you a little glimpse of something that happened to me at 15 and what I did later on at the thing. But my parents, how the interaction with my parents and how I'm showing the difference between two different lives of like what people are normally living. And like my best friend who I just called, he called me and said, yo, you know what killed me in this thing? Because I know you. You said I grew up in the house with me and my two sisters. And then you never mentioned your other sister. And I wondered the whole time what happened to the other sister. And then it dawned on me that your sister passed when you was 18. He said, so I'm looking at him like, what happened to this nigga other sister? And I could quote your shit as soon as it was over. It was things that I remembered and connected with. And I'm like, man, how so many people think in the craft of it? We're not talking about, it's a lot of people funny. Everybody at this table is funny. But what are you giving in yourself to, man, JoJo Dancer is still Richard Pryor's greatest work to me because it was so personal that they made his stand-up his first movie. His life was his first movie. It wasn't no character he was playing. He was playing himself. Right. So when I look at what stand-up is and what it's supposed to be moments that's supposed to change things and how you do things and how you put things out. Like this is going to be a series because the next one is Domino Effect, The Exit. I'm already halfway through with it. And I don't think a lot of people better than me because of my what has made me. It's the people that I've talked to. It's like it's not one group of comics. I'm made up of these experiences that I have with people. Like if I'm talking about something, me and you have had moments in life that it can't be a joke. It gotta be the story of what happened with me and you. That the funniest thing that you always say to me is when me and you were somewhere and I told you to get behind me.
Oh, they started shooting. That nigga said, they started shooting. They said, Ronnie, move, back up. I said, what? This nigga this much. Right. I was like, okay. Keep back.
So you ever notice I paid homage to you in a joke that I did on TV?
What did you say?
So I'm doing a joke about punishing my daughter, like I don't spank my kids. That, you know, I embarrass them, and I say I got all day to think of this shit, to embarrass them. I say, y'all remember Isaiah Thomas? It was that my daughter was in school being disruptive, and they called me. I said, oh, I'll be up there. I said, y'all remember Isaiah Thomas? They played for Detroit Pistons. So you remember the outfit, little shorts, long socks, jersey tucked in. 8:30 in the morning, I show up to her school, Isaiah Thomas outfit on.
Full uniform.
My daughter turned around like, what? I say, I'm in there doing weird shit too. I'm in there shuffling my feet, and I got my wallet in my sock. And then I said, you know how embarrassed you was when I was in the lunchroom stretching, one of my balls fell out? I said, yeah, can't lay that down in grade school. So, me and you talking. I'm telling you about the set that I'm getting ready to do, and you say, nigga, you got that wallet in your sock. And I went right on stage and said it.
That's my dad used to hoop. That nigga had wallets.
Ain't no pockets, baby.
That nigga be like,
Put that wallet in his sock.
What?
Nigga.
Okay.
And
Man.
it's certain people that in my stand up, I use something they say to tag in the picture all through. And like at the end of my life, I'm setting things up for how I want it to be at the end. You know how people say, "Well, how you want to be remembered?" I don't want to wait. I kind of want when people think I've been the worst person, it's gonna be people finding out in a book like, yo, you remember all that shit you said about that boy, how he fucking over you and you swear he hated you this way. Hey nigga, remember when you was in LA and you needed all that bread to keep your lights on and your shit, nigga, and you called home? He said, nigga, I happened to be with Ali that day. The nigga promised me never to tell you what the nigga put in his book. The very nigga who hated him, he sent $2,500 to and said, nigga, you better not ever tell that nigga I helped him. And he can talk. And it's about 13 niggas in this business that I've helped. And the people better not ever say nothing. I want them, nigga, keep talking shit. Keep talking shit, nigga. I'm talking about, it's some people, nigga, the nigga would run my children over if he could. Nigga talking so much shit. Don't know that nigga, the car that you in, nigga, I help pay for it, nigga, because you was struggling.
I'm like that too, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
literally called him hey, remember when Billy was
nigga,
tripping this
man.
summer, right? That nigga I called Ali said, I'm gonna whoop Billy ass, I'm gonna whoop D ass. I said, what the fuck?
Straight out the text, straight out the
That
parallel.
nigga said I'm whooping everybody's ass.
Just like somebody just called me about Billy and said this to me. Hey man, Billy better get his ass in motherfucking pocket. And I said, my man. and I say this in all due respect. Billy ain't gotta do a motherfucking thing. Cause let me be clear about this. I wanna be motherfucking clear. You know what I'm telling my man? This nigga got more motherfucking scrap than you think, my nigga. And if he say he gonna do it, nigga, he gonna do it, nigga. Billy, I put this on everything. Ain't nothing pussy by Billy Sorrells. Not a goddamn thing. And if I was in a dark alley and I had to pick a nigga to be in that alley with, nigga, Billy Sorrells is gonna be in the top motherfucking 3 because he ain't gonna run. If he lose, nigga, you gonna have to fight this nigga again. And I'm telling you what I've been knowing since this nigga was a goddamn freshman in fucking college. I've been knowing him since then. If Billy say he gonna do it, nigga, he gonna do it. And let's put the end stamp to it. If you fuck with him and you think that I ain't got him, that's where you sadly mistaken. Right. Nigga, 'cause I got him. Mask on or mask off, nigga, I got him. And you ain't gonna jump on, you ain't gonna do shit to him. He can say whatever he wanna say. Now, you want the one-on-one with the fat one with him, nigga, take it. But all that, what you gonna do to him, nigga, you ain't gonna do shit to no nigga that I fuck with, and no nigga from Texas talk, nigga, like we some pussy ass nigga. You got us fucked up, nigga. And we ain't gonna tongue wrestle with no motherfucking body, nigga. Silence, nigga. Don't ever call me talking about what another motherfucking grown man can't do or can't do. Nigga, he can do what the fuck he wanna do. But nigga, I'm not this nigga's keeper, and who the fuck are you to call me and tell me to tell somebody to tell, nigga, you now are you directing me, nigga?
Yeah, call him.
Nigga,
Alex, my bad. I didn't call Alex. I had
The wrong number.
give me a direction. Nigga ain't understand. Nigga tell me give me a direct order to do something. Nigga, who the fuck are you talking to now, nigga?
Because when
Confused.
he had his, I said, Billy, that went viral because we do a podcast every
nigga
Tuesday,
crazy.
roast this. And he said, that nigga
I
said,
remember that. I found out the nigga crazy.
I was like, oh yeah, he go. But to me, I'm like, he ain't doing that but shaking the table. That's all. Tim say that shit all the time. You gotta shake the table sometimes. He shaking the table. You gotta get the eyeballs over here so you can get whatever you
Damn
need
sure.
done.
Let
But
me tell you what this nigga do.
Nigga, he controlled the internet for about a week and a half.
he had the internet.
Nigga
on
had
his-
it- had it
was
cooking,
waiting.
didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he controlled that bitch.
That nigga
Boy.
was doing this. That nigga was taking his daughters to school Cause this nigga a good father.
Yeah.
Nigga taking his daughters to school and coming home
Goddamn phone. Let's
and
get it.
nigga turning into Billo. Nigga unbutton his shirt.
Put a roll
Get that motherfucker.
Smell the flower.
No, nigga, he sprays cologne and shit.
Boy, this nigga.
Rose
boy,
water.
And
Rose water.
hey man, Billy. I'm sorry, and we was seeing it. Cause we there. We in the Billy driving past you, nigga. 10 and 2. Man, good morning.
That nigga in the PTA there.
I was at 5 minutes as soon as he dropped them kids off.
That threshold.
Man, Billy is on Billy's. It's Billo now. It ain't even Billy's friend. It's Billo.
Billo showed us the pistol on the podcast. Y'all know, all of us got guns.
The nigga showed up to we do the Jive Turkey Comedy Show every year. This is a fundraiser for the Houston Food Bank. We are 16 years in on this shit. Billy has been on most of them. But this is Billo. Billo showed up. Billy Sorrells is supposed to perform. He's on the fly. Billy Sorrells is on the fly. But Billo showed up.
That nigga want to do a single in there.
Billo showed up. This nigga is out of control. This nigga got a waistband of pistols. This nigga got a waistband of pistols. He got a utility belt of pistols.
That man with the pistols.
I never even seen this. All this goddamn slick Rick Jury. This nigga got on with this nigga. And he
For a benefit.
and this nigga come in there. Now it's quiet. You see that speaker right there, that beat speaker. This nigga come in. He got a red one. Nigga put his beat speaker down and turn on some shit that don't nobody want to hear. Billy in there, yeah. See, you niggas, let me tell you something about you niggas. You niggas is not trying. Billy, why? What? And we did. And this is all the grown niggas sitting there looking at this like this. Say, Billy.
He making fun outside.
Hey man, you and whoever these niggas are. You been in the improv green room.
Yeah.
The green room ain't that big. This
Like the
nigga,
table.
this
It's like a
nigga
one
got
chair there.
6 niggas in there with him. I'm talking about all these niggas gang affiliated, and this nigga running with different gangs. All these niggas is different gangs. This nigga got everybody with him. I'm like,
Buffet of gang members.
this nigga got a buffet of gang members. And I'm like, hey man,
For the gang members.
At a comedy
man.
benefit, that's what
Hey,
people
man.
probably forget.
yeah, hey man, Billy, do you know this is for the Houston Food Bank?
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga, I need Lee, baby, this Billy. Hey man,
For the left.
15 minutes on stage.
Hey, Billo is Billo. He was roasted Doughboy one day. He on the live stream, he roasted Doughboy. This nigga pull out a puppet. And he still eating. I said, where you get a fucking puppet? And he said, you hungry. Look at you. I said, boy, you get a puppet from?
Hey,
This nigga had a puppet.
they sold
He
me.
just had a baby boy, too. He had his first son.
They had it first, and
Yeah.
that's, you know what he said? You know what he said? See y'all getting the internet. Y'all don't get the raw. This boy call everybody. Yeah. Young bit with the picture, and you just hear him talking about Billo lives. That's all. Billo lives.
That's
This
the
boy got his baby. This boy got his baby talking about Billo lives.
You know he did that Lion King shit outside.
He about to do that boy worse than DJ Khaled's son, probably having dressed like him
Oh,
everywhere. He
boy.
go.
Hey,
This
man.
is executive producer of my comedy.
Hey,
Say something, nigga.
Like, one thing
3
is,
months, man.
them kids, our Billy kids gonna be talented. Because one thing is, this college graduate nigga right here is very talented. I had to tell this nigga, hey man, if you, the type of energy that you spent on this internet doing what you did, if you just did something creative.
Got a song that's jamming. He played on our.
Please don't say that song is jamming. Cause
You know he's jamming, man. That song was jamming.
see,
that day.
you see what I tried to avoid. I tried to avoid bringing up that album. Now, I was thinking that the nigga rap career was gonna die down. Now on this podcast, Ronnie
Billo
Jordan
jamming,
just
bro.
said Billo got a jamming
That's all
song.
you need.
Nigga, that's all that nigga got one album.
I told you he
Look,
played it on our other
one.
part.
that nigga had a listening party the other day.
Yeah.
Nigga, I got the invite on the listening party. I said, I'm not. Man, I can't keep doing this, man. this nigga like he's my oldest son, and people keep calling, hey man, you know I saw your son the other day. This nigga have on shoes. This nigga outside, shoes, no shirt on, Billo.
And then he did say, come on that day after the shit went viral and all that about him talking about the fest that 50 Cent was throwing nobody from Houston on there. He said, I don't give a fuck if I'm on there. He said, I just wanted somebody from Houston on there. And you see what happens. He said the internet don't respond to shit positive. He said they say something negative, and now everybody looking. He said I had a plan, and I was like, well, why though? You know,
And he called me after he has launched the plan. He called me and said, listen. I know his face. I can see him through the phone. Listen, I'm gonna need you to come on the internet and say something to me. Now, I can't go live right now, so I'm going to need you to go live, then I'm going to jump on your shit. And I'm like, so this is a plan that you've been doing with this shit. See, Lee, you don't understand this internet, the algorithms, my nigga. I'm saying,
he's an algorithm at a high level.
Man, it's a weird thing. And I'm like, Billy, I'm focused on what I'm doing. And it shows. I don't get involved in... I didn't get mad at and I don't even want to call them the internet comedian. I don't like calling them that. The people who utilize social media to catapult themselves.
No, Billy's a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, and he's a comedian. So with me, I'm like, Billy, you write on a level with you, like some of the most personal shit I've seen from a young comic came. When Billy Dad died, the next day he was on stage doing this thing about how his daddy friend couldn't cope with him being dead because his daddy friend kept calling his phone because he was accustomed to calling him, and that nigga said, "Hey man," he left a message on Billy Daddy's phone to man because his daddy named Bill too. Say man, goddamn, I ain't see you at lunch, man. These kids in here fighting shit. I ain't had nobody help me with these kids. And then the nigga kept calling. Billy said, you know something? I'm gonna have to get this nigga what he want.
You gonna pick it?
And nigga said he picked up the phone and Billy picked up Billy Daddy's phone. He said, hello? He said, man, what you doing? Man, I'm up here with Marvin Gaye. And Billy stupid, man. But boy, when that old nigga was calling, and then I used to go to that school with Billy Daddy and do volunteer work. So I knew the nigga who was calling. That nigga was calling. Hey man, them goddamn kids in there fighting. They ain't had nobody help me with them goddamn kids. Boy, that's funny.
You talk about somebody calling. I'm on the internet up late, can't go to sleep. Just you see a DM, and it's right after Marcus Combs' page. It's Marcus Combs. I'm like, I ain't hit that pin for about an hour. I put that pin down. Then I woke up next day and hit it. Was his wife. He was saying like, Marcus really loved you and all that. I was like, thanks, man, but not from this account.
Yeah, you ain't got no IG mail.
Woo,
I would have synced it.
That was one that was.
Rest in peace.
That was
Jesus. That was out of
nowhere.
It
was out of nowhere, but all of them out of nowhere. Yeah. You know, for the most part. It was one of the things. I understood how much everybody else was impacted. I knew him. We did Def Jam. We were very friendly and cordial with each other. We always talk shit to each other. But it to me, understanding when somebody's comedy friend passed, or somebody comrade, or somebody in your same era of stand up passed, this should be bad. And it doesn't matter the city because you've seen these people in passing. Like when Rashid died, that was
crazy.
That was the one for me that kind of shook me the most. I've had other people pass with Rashid because I was just with him. I was literally just with him. We missed each other in New York, talking shit. And we did Def Jam together. We rolled the Def Jam together. It's these moments. We sitting in Brooklyn. This nigga just got his teeth. He was right on the shop. Nigga just got his nigga was showing me his laptop with no type of Wi-Fi at the time. Nigga, Wi-Fi wasn't that big at the time. Nigga got a laptop, nigga, see right here, nigga. Hey, look, Puffy got me them choppers, nigga. I said, don't ever do that to me. Don't ever click your teeth towards me. Yo, son, I got the choppers though. Man, got a whole mouth. And
The choppers.
you go back to the moments in this craft. And you're like, yo, man, you gonna miss that guy. You gonna miss it. But then
I
people.
had just talked to him before that too.
Then it pisses you off when everybody start doing this material.
Oh God, yes. That's the worst shit. Tyler Craig, rest in peace. They was doing it
Yeah.
before he passed, but
And that's another one.
Oh my God, he
When Tyler, and that was another guy who we was fucking locked every time he come to the H. We didn't be. It's so many, like, if JJ. I just think about people who I'm close to that I didn't grow up with, that I got all these moments with, like JJ from the SIP.
Shout out to JJ.
Oh man, this nigga here. Man, this nigga here. You know what I'm saying?
My first time doing Ruben jokes with JJ. He gave me some kush for the first time.
Niggas, hold on, like Ruben.
I was like, why that nigga be frowning up on stage so much? When I kept doing that shit, I was like, yo, never look happy.
Man, and he was. I remember being so many places with him, and that was another good influence, you know. So those are the. I think this is the next 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on, let me think. So the next 4 specials. That's the fourth one is going to be. This is going to be about this business, and it's just.
That's crazy.
The stories about.
Yeah, you said that like that's regular. You said that as if that's how a regular comic or person thinks. You just said 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the 4. My 4. You 4 specials out. That's amazing, bro.
You can't just let you skip by that no more.
You 4 specials out. You have you 4 specials out. You on the 4th one, and you. That's amazing.
Yeah, just had a dominant performance in your.
Yeah, just put out one of the best specials.
I'm gonna go ahead. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. Now I'm gonna put my degree to use. If anybody looking for someone with an MBA and it's a communications degree, because I don't be thinking like that. I need to get back in the workforce.
That nigga sitting up on the 4th.
So this is the thing.
Break it down, please.
I can't. So Domino Effect came out. So I didn't have anything to do. Like when I say thing to do, when I go on stage, I have to be working on something. I just can't get up and just do the show. It got to be something intentional that I'm trying to work on to put out there. So when I said I have to do from 16 to 19 to put that to rest. So that's the exit. That's Domino Effect, the exit. So that's one. Then the every day wasn't a bad day, because how people think about prison and what people do in prison, I decided to say, I'm going to take 7 stories from prison and make it into a special of every day wasn't a bad day, of stories that I haven't done that was significant things to me, like, and it's so significant that it was a turning point. Like I was in this space where I was getting a little antsy, back riled up. Like I'm looking at these young cats coming in and they disturbing the peace, and now I wanna
shit too.
Be quiet.
I wanna start riling up the shit too. Like it's cats, because I'm an old head and I'm looking at cats talking about, how tough they are and shit. And I ain't saying nothing, because me and the old heads like, yeah, this talkative ass nigga. And now I wanna, man, shut up, man. Who the hell are you talking to? You! Shut your ass up, man. Don't say nothing else. I'll beat your ass in here. And then
everybody in their mind in the green room.
And then everybody like, man, this nigga telling that. And everybody like, you heard what that nigga said, man. I'm getting antsy again, so it's things that happens in prison that when things happen like that, somebody gonna break that tension. And it was this dude named Brown. Man, I'm talking about, and I was a janitor, a SSI, and I was assigned to close custody on this unit, and it was all steel doors. You couldn't see the people inside. I'm coming through, I'm sweeping, cleaning up, and you gotta pass out the food and they laundry. But it's one person in the third cell on the left that this nigga is insane.
Dangerous.
Now I don't know, but I can't see him. But when you open the flap to feed that nigga, you see that nigga. You see that nigga knees. You like, is this nigga in here? And when this nigga get
John Coffey.
and when it nigga, hey man, this is before that movie came out. You know, I was going in the 90s. Man, this nigga is, when he get mad, this nigga be beating on that door. I'm beating on that goddamn metal. Boom, CO. And man, and I'm walking, that motherfucker started beat on the door, and I said to the officer, nigga, I said, hey man, who is in there?
Candyman.
Paul
Man,
Bunyan in that motherfucker.
And that man looked at me. That man looked at me and just said, Brown. I said, that's it, Brown. It's a man in the name Brown.
Man named Brown.
And that man, this is the only time I wasn't offended that a white man called a black man did. That man said, and he's a silverback gorilla. And I wasn't even mad, because that motherfucker was beating on that steel. I remember going back to M Block. I said, man, these motherfuckers are housing a silverback gorilla.
That's so goddamn funny.
And this man, and this dude named Win, said, there ain't nobody but Brown ass.
He knew it was.
Knew exactly who he was. He said, there ain't no but Brown ass back there beating on that goddamn steel. I said, Win, have you seen him? Win say, yes, and he's a monster. and Win, gotta think of who gotta think of Win. Win is a black dude. He's black and Italian, but he looks just like Lou Ferrigno with a tan, but his hair. And Win is big than a motherfucker. And Win is saying that Brown is a monster. He said, he's a monster. And then he's talking about, and I hate him. I'm glad he locked up, because when he come out, he gonna be on some bullshit. Right. So, cut two. This nigga Brown is out. He done served his 60 days in solitary confinement. And I remember when I first seen this nigga.
Hanging from a leg.
Man, this motherfucker came out and ducked up under that shit. And I'm looking at this nigga, and they got this nigga chain, and they got the belly chain on this nigga and everything. And nigga walking them little ass steps. That nigga Brown looked at me and said, little nigga, what they having for child? I said, probably people, big nigga. Nigga said, little nigga, you funny, nigga. You want me to bring me my food? I said, yeah. He said, you brought it hot. Not like that old stupid ass Mexican on the second shift. I'm gonna beat that bitch ass when I see him. I said, I'm glad I brought your food hot, Mr. Brown. And that motherfucker was on the block. They put that motherfucker on the block across from us. Now this is when tensions is high. And I'll never forget this. Soul Train NAACP is having the Image Awards. It's 1994. This first time they on TV, they having the Image Awards. Everybody, they have a musical act, everybody in front of the Image Awards. You know, everybody watching this shit. And this nigga Win and Brown coming on our block. Win stay on our block, Brown don't. And cut the motherfucking TV out. In the middle of the performance, nigga, cut the TV out. And everybody like, man, what the fuck is it? Niggas, both the niggas talking about, shut up. Shut up, niggas. We got some shit to settle around here. Shut y'all ass up.
Yeah, I'm going to bed.
We on the block, so everybody just, we like, man, what the
to
fuck
bed.
is wrong with you niggas? He say, hey, man, we selling this shit today because I'm sick of this nigga, this Brown talking. I'm sick of this nigga talking about he motherfucking bigger than me. Ain't nobody on this unit bigger than Brown.
You had to have a big off.
And when talking about, man, this country, Mississippi, slave ass nigga, ain't nowhere nigga bigger than me, nigga. I'm Win, Vegas nigga, educated man, nigga. I said, hey man, what you niggas better do is turn that motherfucking TV on and cut this shit out. Ali, shut your little ass up, nigga. I said, man, listen, I'm gonna stab one of you niggas down. Y'all not finna talk to me like this. Listen, nigga, you niggas on M Block, y'all motherfuckers, we finna have a goddamn pose down this bitch. I'm sick of this nigga.
A pose down?
Nigga, and
A
I'm
bodybuilding contest?
I say I'm not. No, we not.
Yeah.
And I'll leave you hosting the motherfucker.
Hosting.
Hey man,
Y'all niggas got
I
an
said, dawg,
MC?
let me tell y'all something, man. We not finna do this shit, dog. We not. That nigga Brown to my, hey niggas, this the motherfucking deal. If we don't do this pose off, I'ma push this motherfucking TV down and I'm going back to solitary. Now niggas was like, nah, he go fucking, this nigga named Rico talking about, man, go on host the shit. Like, Rico, fuck you.
Yeah, because you know that TV
man,
ain't never getting fixed.
Nigga, if he throw this TV
It's
down,
over with.
Nigga, we ain't gonna have no TV nigga for a minute. I say, hey man, listen, we doing 3 motherfucking moves. We not
3 poses
we
each,
not doing
nigga.
this shit. Hey, dog,
Bruh.
listen, Brown, listen to me. We doing chest and arms. We doing backs. And we doing legs. We not doing nothing else. Nigga, Brown finna win all this shit. Stop talking about yourself in third person, nigga.
Nigga Brown to win.
I'm about to go crazy on y'all niggas, boy.
Win live on our block. I'm not even, Win not talking no more, and I don't know where yet. I'm like, this nigga Win is over there. This nigga got on so much motherfucking Vaseline.
Oh no.
This nigga is Vaselining the shit out of himself. And we got these steel tables on the block. Both these greasy ass niggas is on the table with their boxes on. These niggas got their boxes rolled up.
Oh god.
And I'm standing, these niggas behind me. I say, and it's the whole block. I say, listen, niggas. I say, be fair too, cause you know how this fucking Brown nigga is. I say, first, man.
I don't think you gonna be happy about none of this.
I say
A
first.
whole bunch of niggas in jail to be fair.
I say,
These two greasy jacket niggas.
I say, man, listen, man, we doing legs first, man. We doing legs. Brown, come on with the legs, man.
Come on with the legs, Brown. Come on with the legs, Brown.
Man, this nigga doing that shake shit. That nigga doing it, shaking and stopping his leg. I said, this nigga shaking his leg and stop. No, this nigga, you know, when they bodybuild, this nigga shake their leg and stop that motherfucker so you can see the muscle. Boy, this nigga stopping his motherfucking leg and then talking about, nigga, you see the calves, you see the dog.
This shit's so funny, nigga.
This nigga Win. I'm like, come on, Win. Come on,
Win. Shoot me that leg.
This nigga Win up there. These niggas, they doing their shit. They up there doing this bodybuilder shit. Hey man, who got the biggest legs? Everybody. Brown. We ain't talking about, y'all some hoes in here. Nigga, I stay here. You know what I'm saying?
I stay here.
Y'all fuck me on my
The
side.
nigga legs bigger than yours. Nigga, we not finna do this.
Right.
Okay, you got 2 more categories you can win, nigga. Listen.
Nigga, Moke and Steph is coming on. We about to mix keep sweat, nigga. Fuck y'all.
Brown Stone.
Hey man, we going to backs. We doing the back, man. Boy, that nigga Win. When this nigga Win said this shit out, I'm trying to just get through this shit, man, because I'm trying to get this TV back on. When that nigga said, I say, Brown, it's on you. Brown did his back. Nigga Win over there to my, this nigga. Nigga over there whispering.
He knew it's over with. He knew it's over with.
Man, go ahead, man. Finish your little shit. And when that nigga, I said, Win, it's on you. That nigga Win said, y'all know what this is. Cobra back. Nigga, when that nigga spread it, that nigga big. This nigga's big, man. That nigga shit is. That nigga said, Cobra's back. You see it, nigga. And nigga turned it. And when that nigga did that turnaround shit, I'm like,
Shut shit down.
I say, Brown, this nigga on your ass.
Hell yeah, bro.
You got one
Shut
more.
your little ass up.
Nigga.
Brown still gonna pay that TV.
And when they did them motherfucking chests and arms, everybody knew Brown arms is bigger than Win's. Nigga, but Win has a complete package. This nigga like Lou Ferrigno. It flow. So the nigga look actually bigger, but Brown is more knotted up. Oh, that nigga Brown lost. And this nigga was I ain't
silver,
never
went
seen
full
a nigga
silver back in there.
this motherfucking nigga went ape shit. That nigga said, I hope all you niggas die in this bitch from the electric chair. You cheating motherfuckers on M Block. Nigga, the nigga got out and this nigga ain't even supposed to be in our set. This is an out of place case. This nigga beat on the glass. CO, get me out this cheating ass block. Like, Brown, you ain't supposed to be over here, nigga.
Right.
He done took a chance to go to the post office and lost.
And then told niggas he was over there. Get
Bruh.
the fuck out of here.
Get me out of here.
Take me back to solitaire. Nigga, fuck these niggas.
Turn that TV back on. You turn the TV back on. Nigga, everybody watching TV. This nigga Rico. I always got some slick shit to say to mine. When? Did you say Cobra back, nigga? These nigga, that's what got me, nigga. Nigga, even if nigga, I was gonna vote for you anyway. Nigga said Cobra back.
How you gonna lose?
Nigga said Cobra back. Nigga,
Hey,
Man.
I know y'all niggas will call that Kobe back like a
nigga, that's nigga. Anytime nigga lift weights, nigga out there lifting weights, nigga flex. Nigga, y'all see this nigga Cobra back. Nigga like this some dumb shit.
Hey man, hold on. I know you had a question about